On this channel, we break the silence around money. We talk about saving, investing, taxes, debt, income, and wealth building in a way that is practical, realistic, and relevant to everyday life. So, thank you for watching. Start by subscribing and like the video. So, in today, we're going to talk about how to save consistently, even with debt. I know many Kenyans suffer from debt. So, and they usually wonder, how can I save? And I have a lot of debt here and there, microfinance, bank, from the mobile apps, yeah, even M-Shwari, from the M-Pesa, you have loans. And you can ask yourself, how can I save? So today, I'm going to show you how you are going to save, even with debt. Yeah. So the reality most people face, you have debts, you have bills, you still want to save. This is normal, and this is not failure. Yeah. Most of us use debt to maybe finance our school fees for our kids. Also, you can have huge bills like electricity bill. You can use debt to pay them. And from that, you still need to save. And how can you do that? This is normal, it's not a failure, and it's a life cycle. Now, the big lie about saving, you must clear all your debt first. You must earn more to save. And the truth about it is, saving is a habit, not an amount. Saving is something you build within you. It's like an intrinsic energy that comes out of you, whereby you give yourself every month, you give yourself a discipline to save. So the saving part must come from inside you, not an extrinsic energy. So the energy must come within you, and you must give yourself an inner energy that every month I'm going to save. Even if I am doing an automatic way of saving by doing a standing order from the bank, that is an intrinsic way that every month you are very sure that the money will be deducted out of your account, and by that, in no time, you'll not be feeling any pinch out of it. So saving is an habit, not an amount. Why saving while in debt matter? While in debt matter. This prevents new borrowing. Let's say this year you borrow like 1 million, and next year, if you start saving, next year you'll not be able to borrow another 1 million. So it prevents you from future borrowing. You'll be having a cash. It creates financial discipline. As I have said, it is an intrinsic energy whereby you give yourself a discipline to save. It builds confidence and control. This means you must have done a budgeting out of your salary, your net salary, whereby you apply the 50-30-20 rule. 50 basics needs, 30 for your lifestyle, then 20 is supposed to go to the savings account. Yeah. So you build a confidence and a control whereby you know where your money is going. If it is going to the basic needs, it's going to the lifestyle, it is going to the emergency and savings. Now, rule number 1, start small, very small. Save before paying debt. Let's say you're earning 50,000. 20% of that is 10,000. So in reality, you are supposed to save 20,000. But you can start small, maybe 10% of the 50,000. That is 5,000. Now you save the 5,000 before paying the debt. That means the other 5,000 should go to the debt. Even 1 to 5% matter. Consistency beats amount. Rule number 2: separate accounts. One account for spending, one account for savings. Out of sight is equals to less temptation. Yeah. You do a separate account whereby, let's say, a bank account is supposed to be a account for spending, or a mobile account, the M-Pesa, and yeah. Then another account for savings. This account for savings should not be a bank account. A bank account should be maybe a money market account, a savings plans account, yeah, whereby you save and still you get a protection. So it should be an insurance account whereby you save and still get a protection. So this account for savings, accessing the money should not be easy, because if you can be able to access the money from the savings account very easily, that means it's a spending account, like a bank account. So if you plan to save for like 5 years, you take a 5-year plan savings account, whereby after 5 years, take your money. Yeah. So you should have a bank account and a saving plan account, MMF account, or a insurance savings account. Rule number 3: emergency fund first. Target 1 to 3 months expenses. Stop debt recycling. You are shield against emergency. So let's say every month you're spending, let's say you're earning 50,000. 20% of your 50,000 should be 10,000. Let's say you are spending 30,000 for the next 3 months. Now, on your emergency fund, like a money market, you should be having 30,000 in your account. Or you should, if you can be able to target like 6 months expenses, that is 60,000 in your MMF, so that if any emergency emerges, let's say if there's a job shift, maybe your employer decide to fire you, yeah. So you should have a 6 months expenses whereby you'll be able to use your emergency fund to fund yourself as you look for another job, or maybe a medical issue has occurred. You should be able to dig on your emergency fund. Yeah. Then rule number 4: you should prioritize debt. Yeah. High interest debt first. Minimum payment on others, and avoid unnecessary debt. So you should look onto the high interest debt first and pay them first, like the microfinance debt. Pay them first as you go to the low interest debt. This will give you momentum to pay the low interest debt. Now, saving versus debt, it's not a competition. Saving equals to stability. Debt repayment equal to a relief. You must do both simultaneously. If you are doing a 5,000 savings, you must do a 5,000 debt repayment. Yeah. Now, simple math example. Small saving first, debt paid after. Now, common mistakes to avoid: waiting for extra money to pay the debt. You must not wait for an extra money to pay debt. If you're running, please just set aside a certain amount of money to pay your debt. I usually see my friends suffering from these calls from the call centers, they usually call for maybe a 1,000 loan that you took, let's say some 3 years ago, and they're threatening you, they're really threatening you. Saving leftovers. As you, as you prioritize saving first, you should prioritize paying debt second. You must save first before spending. Saving first will remove you from debt issues whereby you can take loans. So as you enjoy life, please enjoy life after saving. Then using savings for once. Your 20% should not go to once. If your once is exceeding 50% of your net salary, that means you must reduce your means of living. Change your house, look at your electricity bill, change your children's school. Then mindset shift that changes everything. I save because I have debt, not after debt is gone. Saving gives control. I save because I have debt, not after debt is gone. Saving gives control. Now, smart money formula. Save small, pay debt, increase savings gradually. So let's say if this year you are saving 5,000, next year you should be saving a top up from 5,000, let's say 7,000. So you keep on increasing each and every year. Yeah. Then I have a final message. You don't save after life improves. You save so life improves. You don't save after life improves. You save so life improves. Now, track your expenses, automate small savings, stay consistent. I will insist on automating your small savings and staying consistent each month, and also tracking your expenses.